Good morning, human beings. Today I'm going to take you on a little journey of feeling. We're going to feel our way through this next hour or so, and I want to see if the energy actually permeates the electronic gadgetry that I'm using. I want to see if you can really feel it and really be here. One of the viewers actually said that they really felt like they was with me, and that's what I try to create when I'm doing my videos. I want to create a feeling of presence, and this is why I do lots of close-up videos, so you think, or you can be mistaken for thinking that I'm in your proximity and I'm actually engaging one-to-one with you. Now look at this. Unfortunately, the chainsaw just started in the background, but this has got an amazing feeling about it, and you can see the attraction with the holiday makers coming here to enjoy this open spans, this beautiful feeling of freedom and connection with nature. And so I'm going to be taking you a walk up around this region, and we're going to be feeling our way through, yeah? See you in a bit. Okay, so first port of call, I've come down to one of these little enclaves, and I'm feeling the vibration here, and these human beings, they feel okay. They feel different to what I call the automata when you come upon them in an unnatural environment, i.e. the city. And so you can see here that this is a very non-commercialised part of this coast. There is no shops or kiosks or anything like that, and all the people, they bring down whatever is required by them for the day. Their parasols and all of their water floating devices and things like that. And so, hello ladies.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good morning.
Where are you from?
Here. We live here.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We've got some beautiful Portuguese ladies.
Yes, thank you.
I'm just enjoying this wonderful
yes, smiling.
country that you have.
Yes.
And
Good wine.
The feeling.
Good food.
The feeling.
Yes.
It's free.
Free. Sun is nice. God is good.
It is God.
Yes.
You see, people, can you get this? This lady, she knows that that is God. Why are you always talking about Allah and
Hello.
Jehovah?
Hello. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy. I will do. Enjoy your day.
time.
Very nice
yes.
to meet you.
Lovely.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, what a beautiful encounter with some humanoids. The feeling is very, very nice. You see, is this variety of people perfectly at home in their environment because this is where they live. They know how to act, they know how to be, they know how to fit in. They don't need to have bottles of beer on the beach. They don't need to be having bats and balls as some sort of thing to do, because they just can't be. They're just being. And it's a beautiful thing to see. And it feels really, really good. Okay, so let me take you further upon our journey, and we'll experience more feelings and encounters. I've come away now from the water's edge and traversing through these beautiful, tranquil, wooded areas. There's such a stillness that it's mesmerizing. You're actually just Because you get in touch with yourself, you see. When there's no exterior distraction and your mind is calm to allow you to be here, then, lo and behold, you find something. And what you find is yourself. And you find that you have a very deep-rooted connection to your surroundings in a beautiful, natural way. Now, the thing is about these woods, and I've experienced this really profoundly since taking psilocybin. When you encounter human beings, it feels very strange. It feels like they are avatars, because when you encounter people in woods, they're quiet, they're very, very passive, they're in no hurry, they're just walking slowly, and I get this feeling, and when I see one pass, walking in the distance, coming in and out of vision, behind the trees, they just feel weird. And I ask myself the question, why are they feeling weird to me? And I think what it is because they're in the same space as what I am. This calm, this awareness, this settledness, this awe. And they're walking around very slow. And that looks odd in itself. It's kind of like ghost-like. They're walking around. They've got nowhere to go and nothing to do. Because they're doing it now. And I'm doing it the same. And so what happens is, often, or sometimes, we catch each other's eyes. Most times people don't want to look at you. They don't want to spoil the ambience and the solitude. And so they won't give eye contact. But if you do get eye contact, they look at you as if like, what are you doing here? Are you one of us? Are you feeling what I'm feeling? What's your design? Why are you here? It's that sort of thing. And so, a couple of days ago I was here, and I was observing people, and I was passing people, and nobody said a word. Not a single word. They were just standing, and they were looking. And I'm like, yeah. They're in my vibration, I'm in their vibration. We are in the vibration. What can you hear? A distant chirp of a bird. The odd buzzing of a fly or a bee. So what happens is when you're in places like this, you become sedated. You just listen. You just feel. And you get more and more involved in it. Until in the end, you're just in a daze. You are actually, I would say, well, I don't know really because it's difficult to gauge, but with me, if I took 2 grams of shrooms, this is what I'm like. I'm like I'm walking in a dream. But now, having had those experiences, I can experience that all the time. When you take higher levels, that's when it all goes weird. And it just becomes so amazingly alive just for you. And you're like, are you me? Am I you? Got all shivery. let me say this. You can't really get here. You can't really be present if you're not present. You may be here in body, but if you're not here in mind, then you're not present. And so you cannot get that connection, because the stuff going on in your mind, the distraction, is keeping you out of it. So you have to leave this stuff behind. And you have to come into this region, these regions, completely open-minded. Blank. You're not thinking about anything, you're just observing. You are just the observer. To give a fuller picture, there's a moistness, a warm moistness to the air. When you breathe, the air feels thick because it's full of moisture. And also, it's full of the essence of these woods. Predominantly the aroma of pine. Seldomly, the bliss is broken, like a dog in the background. And I can still hear that annoying chainsaw. Man, that affects me. It has a negative effect upon me. I don't want to hear it. It's not conducive to my well-being. And so can you imagine when you're immersed within the matrix and you've got constant noise and distraction around you all the time, keeping you away from you? Some people, they often tell me about their meditation experience. When for the first few times they begin to meditate and they start to experience buzzing and tingling and fear and out-of-body experiences, and they get all out of sorts with themselves. And it's really quite terrifying to them because they've never done it before. Their ego has never been quiet to that degree. And so it becomes fear-based. So this is it. You know, when you look at meditation, this is a meditation. You don't need to close your eyes. You don't need any mantra. You just have to have the ability just to turn the mind off and be present. But that being said, I know it's very, very difficult for many people. When I used to be walking through the woods with the patient, my younger brother, and I would look at him, he wasn't here. He was somewhere else. He's like this and all agitated. What the fuck? You know, come on, Aaron. This and the other. I'm listening. I'm looking. Why don't you try it? Yeah, I am. I can see trees. And you're like, oh, goodness me. I really feel for you, man. I'm so sorry that you're so imprisoned by that shit within your mind. So I'm going to turn off the camera and I'm going to have my meditation for the next 30 minutes before we go on to the next part of our journey. All I can hear now is the ocean and the birds. Beautiful. Coming out of the thicket now, back down towards the coast. So I'm going to go about another mile in that direction, and that's seagull territory because there's more isolation there, and you can see these birds just flying around in very close proximity. Let's go. How wonderful it feels to eat this nice crisp cool apple. Juicy and sweet. Tasting and savouring every last morsel of it. This is the only food source I've got for the next few hours. And so I'm really appreciating it. Feeling everything about it, the texture, the crunchiness, the sweetness, the juiciness, the fibrousness, the goodness, the wholeness, the naturalness. Feeling now a little bit of exertion as I traverse these rocks, but feeling my strength, feeling a certain stamina, feeling the vitality. It's not causing me any pain, it's not causing me discomfort because I'm used to it. I'm not shying away from it. I'm not missing all these beautiful things because I'm afraid of the outcome of how my body will feel. Some people obviously walk along these very, very fine ridges. I've learned not to do stuff like that these days. Life's too precious. I used to do all this shit, challenging myself and, you know, looking for the buzz. I can just look at it now and I can get the greatest buzz. I don't need to take my life in my hands. What's the beautiful part of this region, of course, other than the landscape, is that it's couple region. You've got couples all over the place just enjoying this marvellous region where they live. with abundance of food, fantastic weather, no predators. Simply awesome. Hello mateys. I said previously when I was here before, I wouldn't scoff at being reincarnated as a seagull living in this region. Holy! Wow. Look at what I found here. Come here. It's a nudist beach, and there's a few gay beaches around. Isn't this something? I just met two gay guys and they were looking for this beach. And so I'll give them a shout out. Simply awesome, huh? Simply awesome. A bit more exhaustion. There's quite a few difficult climbs around, but then when you get to the top and you breathe, and again you don't feel any pain or any tiredness, you just enjoy the breath. Look at this. There's something else I want to show you. This is about at the end of the line. This one here. This huge sinkhole. How's about that? And naturally you can get to it from the other side. So when the tide's low, you'd have a bit of sand down there to relax upon. Beautiful, little quiet, tranquil pool to swim in. And over here then, you got a view of the other side of the bay. Would you just looky there? Huh? How are you feeling? You've got to be feeling something. Are you feeling like, fuck, next time I go on holiday, this is where I'm coming? If you live in Europe, Portugal is one of the cheapest places you can vacate to, or have a vacation at. Look at this coast. Isn't it remarkable? How am I feeling now? I'm feeling exquisite. I'm feeling accomplished. I'm feeling joyous. A real gratitude for this living being that I'm sharing this experience with. Feeling still young and strong and able. Still have the desire to immerse myself in what life has to offer. And like I said on many occasions, it has a myriad of beautiful feelings. And every day, this is how I live my life, feeling my way through. Seeing is secondary. Smelling, that comes a poor fifth with me. I don't have a great olfaction. Feeling, I'm a tactile person. I feel an environment. So it's now time for my well-deserved nectar of life. When you drink water, give thanks for the beautiful, clear, pure water that's so beneficial, life-giving for your body. Amazing. I'm so grateful for that half litre of water when it's so needed and so desired now. But it's very precious, and so I have to ration myself. I have to stave off my instant gratification. This is the self-preservation, you see. So, people and friends, I hope you've enjoyed this little excursion. I'm going to stand up on here now because you got to do at least one thing dangerous a day. I'm not good at heights. I don't like them at all. I think it's got something to do with what the fuck would happen if you fell. Okay, I've been brave enough for one day. See you later, guys. What's truly amazing is when you watch these seagulls just gliding around effortlessly. What would you give for that? See if we can get one come a little bit closer to us. See if it'll give us a flyby. Not just yet. I'm waiting for a flyby. Looks like we might get one here. Such an amazing sight. When it's mating season, there's hundreds and hundreds of them around here, and they're just hanging in the thermals, and they come really, really close to you. You coming up here, mate? Look at that, can you imagine? Just to be flying without a care in the world around this beautiful region. As far as the eye can see, here comes one. Come on, mate. Come on. Yeah. It's like a squadron of bombers coming back from a sortie. something else. I could never get tired of this. In the winter time I'm going to come here and just sit for hours, because in the winter time when it's windy they're airborne most of the time and they're just gliding around. Here we go. This one's going to be a close one. Hello! Hello, matey! Oh! Come to see what the human's doing. They do, you know. Of course they do. Such graceful bliss. One more then. One more. Incidentally, that's Lagos over there. And this is Alvor. And I'm staying in Portimao. And I think that may be Sagres right down there, the most westerly point in Europe. How am I feeling now? With the beautiful sun at a moderate temperature, slightly cooling wind. It's about 28 degrees today, but the sea breeze. I'm feeling very, very blessed and so grateful for having this avatar experience. It's a marvellous thing, people. It really can be a tremendous, wonderful, rewarding thing. Choices, isn't it? Choices. And okay, at your particular point in time, maybe it's not possible. It wasn't always possible for me. But if you have the intention to set yourself free and the desire, put the energy into it, the world's your oyster. Hasta luego. When you look at the word avatar, it derives out of the Hindu language, and it means a god who has incarnated in human form here on earth. And so isn't that what we all are? Isn't it a wonderful thing? What a beautiful name and a beautiful concept. Incarnated gods having an experience in a three-dimensional reality. Stroke dream. When you look at the film Avatar, what heterosexual male didn't fall in love with that beautiful female avatar creature? Man, I was bowled over by her. I would have gone there in an instant. In that amazing forest environment, I long for that connection. I long to find a virgin forest, deep and rich and magical, mystical, with moss and hundreds of thousands of creatures. To dwell somewhere like that in perfect harmony with the other creatures of this earth. Realise your avatars guys and gals. Embrace it and capitalise on what it is, what it means. Gods incarnating in human form in a 3D reality. If that doesn't blow your socks off, I don't know what would. I don't know what would. I'm looking at the flashing of the light as it reflects from the waves. I'm going to show you. See if you can capture it. See if I can capture it. See if this film device can capture it. And whether it will give you the same feeling, people, as it does me. Here you go. Just look deep into it and see 1 billion stars. Let me take you closer. You see them? They're all shining for you. If you were here, they'd be shining for you. But as I'm the only one here, they're just shining for me. All for me. You see, when we look around this world, it's all for you. Because only you see it exactly in your way. Isn't that amazing? Let's go in one more time, shall we? Just the little things. And there's so many little things that make up the big thing. Like watching that, with the waves crash in and out. Every single one of them, over millions of years, have been different. And this coastline changing every minute, hour, day, week, month, never showing you the same thing twice. Got one solitary sentry there. Enjoying himself. It's difficult to resist all of these shots. Every single vantage point and perspective is just so amazing. Feeling now a little tired, a little hot, my energy depleted somewhat. Having passed over the halfway point of today's sojourn, and knowing this sojourn, then I knew what the turning point was. And so when you get past the turning point and you have experienced the level of expectation that you had, or maybe something else that you never had, then your mind turns on to other things. And now my mind has turned to my hunger and to my thirst and to a beautiful freshwater warm shower, and then an environment out of the sun where I've got all my patio doors open and the wind is blowing through, beautiful and cool. But I'm not going to be dwelling on that. I'm going to come back to being present, because otherwise I just rush back and I'd miss so much. I'm going to stave off that expectation and that desire. Before I know it, I'm going to be having all those things. But for now, I'm just going to remain present. What a beautiful skyline that is. All those buildings, they're so pristine and new, and all the streets are very, very manicured and cobbled. And you can see my building. If I zoom in, that's it. And I'm on the 10th floor. Not advisable to come walking around here in the dark. This is one of my favourite points. And this is the Gay Nudist Beach. And this looks like these two gay guys they come upon. They're the ones down there. They found it eventually. Look at the glistening of those trees. The amazing colour. Hello? Another marvellous view. There is something, without a shadow of a doubt, that is awesome about this place. It's got an awesome stillness. An awesome static vibrancy, and the colours and the shades and the hues, and I don't know whether this is permeating. I guess most of it's a feeling, and I'm feeling it. So, continuing with the theme of feeling, one thing I can say, I haven't had much inspiration for videos, have I? Staying in my apartment and around that small locality. For me, I have to come to nature. And when I'm immersed in nature, that's when nature downloads all of its beautiful insight to me. A magic red rock. This place is amazing. It's like heaven. It's like your dream environment. And as I'm saying this now, I'm in a dream. All I can hear is my gentle voice resonating around, and there's nobody else around. And it's kind of a bizarre experience. Feeling myself, speaking to myself. I guess that's what I'm doing, really. I'm just confirming things with myself, but also giving you the opportunity to share with me. But really, it's a very solitary journey. Things just strike me. I want to show you this beautiful, vibrant green of this fir tree. It looks like a mountain ash against the red oxidized sandstone. The way the light illuminates it, almost fluorescent. Stunning. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I believe that to be absolutely true. I believe everything to be in the eye, the third eye of the beholder. We all see things very differently.
Das glaube ich mit der Farbe alles schön drauf.
The joy of being an avatar. Have you any idea how good this tastes? To have this ice cold, creamy, sweet, sugary, chocolatey, toffee, tasty delight. Having just walked about 4 miles in 27 or 28 degrees, only having an apple and half a litre of water. Go back 100 years. They never had this shit. Medievals never had this. Victorians never had this. We've got it all. It's a marvellous time to live. If you can get abreast and are savvy as to the intention of the evil demon. If you can get abreast of that, and if you can emancipate yourself from it, i.e. acquiring a decent amount of money and retiring, then you can enjoy the Matrix. Because if you're not bound to it, it's got many beautiful things to sample, to experience and enjoy. I love the Matrix. Oh man. Thank you, Matrix. I'm serious. Thank you, Matrix. Look at this shit. Copious amounts of water that will never end. Optimum levels of temperature and speed. I can have it blasted. Woo! Ah! Oh! Take it down a little bit. Ah! I just feel that beautiful life-giving water. It's all part of it. Appreciation. You've got to be grateful, people. Every single second of the day, potentially. There's so many wonderful things that we can take for granted. Oh. Am I having a laugh? What other philosopher gives you this? Eh? What other philosopher? Where can you get this on the net? Ah, liquid soap in a readily dispensable container for about €2. I'm telling you, you gotta praise the Matrix. Whatever they're doing is beguiling us pretty good. And I get it. I really do. I get it all. But the point is, you gotta get balance. You have to find the level of pleasure against the level of terror. Because it can be quite terrifying when you look at your life and it's just passing you by and you're under such control and there's no way out. You've got to think of the way out. If you can't get a way out physically, you've got to get a way out mentally. And this is part of getting a way out. Capitalising on the marvellous things that it has to offer you in your captivity. Bye. Can I get a hello? You don't get this on Infinite Waters. Come on, you don't get it, do you? Where else are you going to get it? Even this feels good. Having done what I've done today and experienced and felt what I've felt, coming out of the sun and washing the sweat and stickiness off your body and slightly cooling down, drying yourself off, and then putting some nice soothing moisturising cream all over the body. Wow, it feels fantastic, doesn't it? If you couldn't put this moisturising cream on after a day out in the sun, I'd have an issue with that. I'd be writing to the Illuminati myself, telling them they've got to get fucking body lotion. Fuck's sake. You know, what are they doing up there? All day long, basking in that light. You know, get some fucking stuff made. Keep us busy. Hair gel. What a marvellous creation. Thank you, Matrix. Wow, how good does that feel? Add a little bit of style. Ooh, here you go. A few finishing touches. Yeah, cotton buds. Oh. Looking after the body in this way extends the life, and it extends the pleasure that you can derive out of life when you keep this avatar in pristine condition, ready for all of the arduous tasks that the Matrix will bless upon you. If you have a physical fitness and a nice feeling of well-being in which to tackle each task. You know yourself when you put some nice clothes on, how well you feel. So just apply this to everything that you do. Taking a shower, doing your hair, having a shave, cleaning your teeth. Cotton buds. I think I'm losing it. Gotta go, guys. Battery's gone. Bye. And last but not least, enjoying a gorgeous, spicy chicken curry whilst watching my favourite YouTuber. Oh, come on. Call it conceited, but this guy's got a great life. I really gel with him. How am I feeling now? How are you feeling now, mate? With the beautiful sun at a moderate temperature, slightly cooling wind. It's about 28 degrees today, but the sea breeze. I'm feeling very, very blessed. Oh yeah. And so grateful for having this avatar experience. Good lad. Showing some appreciation. It's a marvellous thing, people. It really can be a tremendous, wonderful, rewarding thing. I've heard about that. Choices, isn't it? Choices. And okay, at your particular point in time, maybe it's not possible. It wasn't always possible for me. No. But if you have the intention to set yourself free and the desire, put the energy into it. Intention, desire, energy. The world's your oyster. The world's your oyster. Set yourself free. Hasta luego, mate. See you soon. So, you see, there we have it, people. Enjoying, showing appreciation, setting your intention to achieve your desires, getting off your ass and doing stuff. And don't allow any obstacle to suppress your desire. and tell you, well, it's only you that's going to tell you that you can't do it. You are your greatest enemy. And that's one of the world's paradoxes. We very often are our greatest enemy. It is us that fucks ourselves up. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed making it, and so at least there's one enjoyment there. I know.